A Note on Sunset Boulevard. A marvelous film, one of the best ever made. It is included on the New York Times list of best 1000 movies ever made, and other uh, such lists, of course. William Holden is wonderful as Joe Gillis, the hero of this motion picture, and he is a writer. He's a writer, but not very successful to begin with. At least financially, he has money problems, and he tries to sell a script to the studio. One of the studios saying, "Well, you better get this because Paramount is very keen." So he's presenting this as a favor. Only, alas, he gets rejected. So he's left with no option because Paramount was not really interested in the script. Early on, we meet another protagonist, Nancy. Nancy is a reader. She reads scripts for the studios, and she comes in when her boss is asking her view about the writing, and she's very critical. It's not good, really. It's not good. Later, learning that the writer is in the same room, she didn't know he's the one. Anticipating they will have a friendship started with antagonism. It's interesting because psychology studies have pointed out that these are some of the relationships which develop thunderously, so to say, when there is some adversity to begin with and some humor attached to it. That's when the chances of dating continuing are the greatest. This is mentioned in a lecture on humor, one of the lectures on positive psychology, the most popular ever at Harvard. I think they're still there on YouTube if you're interested. Phenomenal lectures. So his car is about to be taken back because he didn't pay for the last 3 months. His rent is late too, so he's trying to save the car. And as he's followed by those who work as collectors, as to try to get the car back, he has a flat tire and he's forced to take a right turn immediately. Finds a sort of a isolated garage, and there's a mansion back there. So, chance, destiny, some would say, is at work here. He meets a former celebrity. She still thinks she's great. There's I think one of the most famous lines. It's the movies that got small. She thinks it's not her issue, her problem, the fact that she didn't adapt to the transfer from silent to talking movies, and the fact that she's getting older, and that's an issue sometimes. Actresses when they get older, they don't get the parts they had when they were in their glory days. Norma Desmond is the name. Gloria Swanson is the actress. She lives alone, only with her former husband. Her first husband is now diminished, annihilated, some might say, and he plays the role of a butler, a servant. Joe Gillis is offered the job of working on a script. Norma has been writing on a script for some time that will declare again her glory. She doesn't like the term comeback. and it's not so good. It's long, but Joe needs the money, so he takes the job. Alas, with a job there will be a lot of strings attached. Most importantly, Norma gets attached to him, in love. Maybe that's a difficult analysis to make. Was it love or obsession? But that's serious, especially since there's a parallel story. As she's staying in the house, she's working on a script, and she's going to parties, and she's getting some fancy clothes from Norma. Joe is writing a better story with Nancy, and the two fell in love with each other, even if Norma is actually engaged with a friend of Joe. And it's complicated and a beautiful, beautiful story.